Hello, my mystic friends, and welcome. Are you ready to feel the shift? Because Venus is going to bring this change in how we experience love and beauty and our connection. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and if you're ready for a personal consultation, follow the link below. Now, I want to share with you about Venus shifting into the very practical sign of Virgo. This will be from September 19th through October 13th, 2025. In this collective astrology forecast, I guide you with astrology and intuitive insights in order to reconnect with your own inner wisdom, to embrace emotional healing and align with the rhythm of the universe. If you are new here, welcome. I blend traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology in order to help you align with your soul's path. You can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. So every single time that Venus shifts into a new sign, it brings with it change in how we experience love and beauty and connection. So on September 19th, Venus is going to then move into the earth sign of Virgo. This is not about sweeping romantic gestures or the dramatic declarations of love. Instead, this energy is about grounding into the sacred details of our life, the quiet acts of care, the routines that nourish us, and it's about the small and yet meaningful ways that we express devotion every single day. Have you ever noticed how much comfort there is in the everyday rituals of love? A meal that's prepared with thought, or a kind word that's spoken at the right moment, or a partner who listens to you without distraction? These are things that Venus in Virgo, it elevates. This transit, it's a reminder that love, it doesn't always have to be extraordinary in order to be sacred. Sometimes the divine is found in the ordinary. Now, Venus is the planet of love and beauty and values, and it shows us what we are drawn to, how we express our affection. It's where we seek harmony. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. It is the archetype of the healer, the craftsman, the servant of the sacred. Virgo energy is about refinement. It's about discernment and organization, and it wants to have this deep desire in order to bring order to everyday chaos. Now, when Venus enters into Virgo, these two archetypes, they combine. And so love, it becomes very practical. Affection, it's shown through our acts of service. Beauty is going to be expressed through simplicity and intentionality. We are invited to truly tune in and pay attention to all the little things, to recognize that devotion, it often shows itself through consistency rather than extravagance. Of course, there's also the shadow side, because Virgo, it can be very critical. It's always searching for what needs improvement. And so in relationships, this might manifest as nitpicking, or it can come off as overanalyzing or expecting perfection, either from themselves or from other people. Now, the work of this transit, it's to soften those tendencies, to see the beauty that comes from imperfection, and to remember that the flaws are often what makes something real and human and alive. During Venus in the sign of Virgo, many of us may feel this pull towards simplifying our lives and our relationships. You might find yourself drawn to meaningful work projects, or wanting to invest your time in tasks that just feel purposeful. In love, it's going to be less about saying, I love you, and it's going to be more about showing it through your actions, or through presence, or through your reliability. Now, financially, this can be a time when you are encouraged to truly refine your budget, to notice the details, to spend your money and time with intention. Spirituality, Venus in Virgo, it invites us to bring devotion into our everyday lives, to turn our daily routine into rituals. It's about cleaning your space, preparing the meal, or tending to your mind, your body, your spirit. All of these acts, they become a way of honoring the sacred vessel, your body, the sacred within. Spirituality, this is a time for you to weave in love into the fabric, into the ordinary. Venus in Virgo, it asks us to create sacredness out of the simple. It reminds us that life itself is an altar, and that everything we do, this is the offering to put upon the altar. Think of the small acts of love as prayers. Think of the routines as your rituals. Think of the way that you treat your body, your environment, your relationships, that this becomes the spiritual practice of Venus in Virgo. This is about slowing down, being present, and recognizing that love, it's not just a grand performance, but it's this ongoing devotion. The lessons that come from Venus in Virgo is that love, it does not need to be perfect to be true. We are each being asked to release the illusion of flawlessness and instead honor the authenticity of real lived love. This transit, it teaches us that beauty lies in sincerity, in effort, in a willingness to show up for one another every single day. The energy is about learning to find grace in the imperfection, to see the divine in the ordinary, to trust that the most meaningful conversations that you have, they're built on consistency and humility and care. So I invite you to ask yourself, where can I be more devotion? Where can I bring this into my daily life? How can I express love in practical, grounded ways? What details, like what daily choices can become sacred rituals of connection? These are the questions that Venus in Virgo, they ask us, they offer us to tune into. As Venus journeys through the sign of Virgo, I hope that you find the peace in the details, that you find the beauty in the simplicity and love in the ordinary. This is a season to truly realign with what truly matters to you, to connect to those people who share your values, and to deepen your relationship through your daily acts of devotion. Remember that love, it's not asking for perfection. It's just asking for your presence. And so a mantra can be, I honor love through the sacred details of life. I am releasing the need for perfection, and I am embracing the beauty of authenticity, because each small act of care, it is a prayer. Each moment of devotion is a reflection of my truth. So offerings this month for a private consultation, head on over to willowgracemystic.com. For working with the moon, check out my moon manifestation guide, where I give you all of the moon phases and how to work with them. There is a link below. You can sign up for my newsletter to find out about all early releases and happenings. And if you're interested in a community with like-minded individuals where we learn, we share, we grow, we connect, check out my Patreon at Willow Grace Astrology. If you are celebrating a birthday, this is a special for all Virgos out there. Use the code Virgo10 at checkout. And additionally, I offer live astrology consultations right here every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me and live and get in the queue. And don't miss tomorrow's video, where I'm going to be breaking this down for each of the 12 signs. I want to thank each and every one of you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who have subscribed and continue to support my channel, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey.